Hey there, members of the Graveyard, and welcome to the first episode of our Hell Is Us playthrough. Now, heard a lot of good and a lot of bad about this game, particularly about the combat. So I had to try it out just for a little bit to see if it was actually up our alley. And it is. The atmosphere, I think, is very strong. The storytelling is very strong. The combat, more of a device that is used to push the game along, but there's a lot of goodness here that I really enjoy, so we're going to be playing it, and I hope you all enjoy it. No, I won't spoil anything. I've seen maybe the first 30 minutes to an hour. I will let you guys know when we have seen everything that I have seen, but what I played, I enjoyed quite thoroughly. So, let's strap in. And just in case I forget anything, we'll leave the tutorials back on. But the combat most definitely needs to be on the hardest difficulty. Especially because of some of the games that we've already played this year. It's no Kazan, but... Now this is important. Our game has no map, no markers indicating where people or things are, where to go next, or who to talk to. We will never tell you precisely what must be done or how to do it. To thrive in Hell Is Us, you will need to pay attention to your environment, listen, and be vigilant. So because of this, I'll be using a notepad, a little text notepad that'll either pop up on screen randomly or I'll remember to keep it off the main monitor. But yeah, there's a lot of things to remember to go back and do. Even with the small amount of time I played, I encountered 3 to 4 things that was a come back later angle when you have a thing that you don't have right now. So I found that very interesting. For the best experience, we recommend playing Hell Is Us with a controller. And this is the, cool game is work of fiction stuff. None of this is real. Anyone that is real in this is pure coincidence. I gotta say, there's something about the way that they do their cutscenes. It just does it for me. It kind of reminds me of Control and how their cutscenes kind of played out. The numbers, Mason.
It's a true serum. It's still experimental, hence the polygraph. I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction. Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The Yellow Brick Road.
Well, apparently, needs more time. While it's going through your system, curious about something. Why did you do it?
Anyone in my shoes would have done the same.
I think you overestimate human beings. I don't think you realize the time, money, and resources that went into this operation. You pissed off the wrong people. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
This voice actor,
You were smuggled out of Hadia at age 5.
the guy who's being
Grew up in the foster care system and dabbled in criminal activities.
interrogated.
You managed
He's
to
Adam
pull
Jensen.
yourself together and become a decorated
shut
soldier. After decades of trying to get back into Hadia, well, you decided to take matters into your own hands.
From Deus Ex Machina, that Adam Jensen. It's not his real name. Oh shit, I get the good stuff.
Oh, it seems we are ready. How did you get into Hadia?
I asked for a transfer to the UN peacekeepers, who had deployed inside Hadia. It backfired. When the paperwork cleared, Hadia's civil war was in full swing and the peacekeepers pulled out. I reported to my new unit, stole some gear, and crossed the mountains.
Why come back?
I wanted to find them. I needed to confront them.
How did you know your parents were still in Hadia?
I didn't. My only memory was that my father was the blacksmith of a village of Jova.
Getting into Hadia is just as hard as leaving. Tell me, who smuggled you out?
My mother.
What happened?
She sat me down in the back of a truck, gave me her necklace, and shut the door.
She didn't say anything?
She told me, never come back.
We didn't listen to Mom. God damn it. So already in that scene, I'm loving it. I'm watching this a second time and I'm loving it. That guy reminds me of someone from like the new Dune movies. The people that are fighting against like the Atreus family. I forget what their name is. It's very creepy and intense, like, don't mess with this guy type energy. It's hard to pull off through just character design alone, because we didn't really get to like see him in action or anything, but his presence at the interrogation table, very powerful stuff. Now, I will say the beginning of the game is a little bit of a slow burn, but it's a good burn, man. So much. See, I knew that I was going to enjoy playing this game because I thought about having to play the first hour a second time. And I was like, you know what? Doesn't sound half bad, actually. Doesn't sound bad at all. Now, this gives me Silent Hill vibes right here. Like this environment. I absolutely love it. Oh, sorry. Let's see what we got. Large gold cast medallion with 8 figures. A sphere embossed into it on one side. Access denied. Not allowed to know. So the game is not open world. It's kind of broken into map segments, but the maps are very open-ended with lots of little nooks and crannies to discover. So look forward to that. But I really love this like deep woods, mountainous setting. Got a nice little graveyard, set the pace, set that atmosphere. And the music, it's so perfect. Like it feels like it should be the soundtrack for this game. Like it was made from the ground up almost. I know that sounds obvious, but there are some games where it's not always in tandem. And can I just say, the fact that that is how you save, and you're not thrown into a menu and you have to like click yes, click confirm, it keeps the atmosphere of this game so tightly packed. It's such a little thing, but it adds up over time in games like this, constantly like saving and going into a menu, being pulled out of the game. This game keeps you in the game. Conversations can be started with many characters you encounter. Conversation topics be chosen based on datum, which represents a specific piece of information you have previously encountered. Conversing with characters may reveal additional datum, which can open up new topics of conversation. Topics that are relevant for your main objective are listed on the left side of the screen. Listed on the right side are optional topics, which reveal more about the situation, culture, or history of Hadia. So talking to people in this game is very important. As it's stated, they don't tell you where to go. You get this really nicely constructed guidance of where to go. It'll be always really obvious, like, what the main objective is. But how you get there and what you do in between is very open-ended.
Hey, Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon.
Reporting left on Otis Cadell's answering machine. Found at the Cadell farmhouse. That's where I am. Right? Sorry, stealing that in front of your face.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
The name's Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone. They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is knowing that my fourth son might still be alive. I hope he finds his way home, if he's out there somewhere.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. And perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something.
Okay.
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. I hung them in the trees so my sons would stop getting lost when they were children. Setharus, bless their souls. The gate to enter the woods is locked. Here, take this key to unlock it.
Okay, cool key.
President Yanko, no matter how you feel about the bastard, he held everything together. His grandiose vision of unification kept a fragile peace together. That and his excessive brutality. He was the one that turned Hadia into a prison. No one was allowed out or in, keeping old grudges bobbling on the pot's rim, just waiting to boil over. When President Yanka blew his head off, the hand holding the lid was gone. War was inevitable.
So I will say, I didn't click these general knowledge ones because I knew I was going to be replaying this a second time. And I've got to say, this guy's voice, you can hear like the deep, raspy breaths that a smoker of his age would be taking. And you could hear his age too. The grunge in his voice is just so good.
I managed to survive 2 years of this damn war. No parent should have to bury a child, let alone 3. I'm left to endure this torment. That's what we do. We carry on, no matter what. Despite all of it, I know we Palamists will win this war. We have Setharus on our side. The Sabs only pretend to worship him, which will be their undoing. Trust me. I don't know much about them. All I know is that the peacekeepers came here to calm things down. The first and only time I saw them was when they were leaving the country. I was walking on the side of the road when a convoy of white trucks rolled by. I noticed one of the soldiers. He was the only one smiling. He looked like Arlo, one of my boys. He waved at me. Oddly, I found myself waving back. I think it was a lost cause to try and quell ancient hatreds. Saabs and Palamists have long memories. I think of that soldier from time to time. I hope he made it out of Hadia. I grew up hating Saabs, without question. My pap and my dad hated them. That was enough reason for me. Now, I damn well know why I despise the bastards. I'd be at the front if I were any younger. I'd show the Saabs as much mercy as they did my boys.
God, you can just... This is a strong way. This is whoever decided to put this voice actor at the front of the game, they made the right call.
I've always seen we Palamists as creatures of habit. Like most of us, I hold my God and traditions close to my heart. We are humble and modest and tend to help our neighbors, so long as they're Palamists. We love gatherings, especially during the week of peace.
Right. Okay, we need a vehicle now. Cool. Thank you, Ernest, for that lovely performance. Good God. Hit a little save after that. And that's it. You're done. I love that. I love that. I love it. I wish more games were like that. Or at least, you know, the games that give you the option to manually save and it's not all just auto-saving. I wish there was some just autonomous object to just hit the X button on and just keep going. We're gonna use this key. A little Resident Evil action there. Floating ghost hands, plugging it in. If you are unsure of how to proceed in your main objective, open the data pad and navigate to the investigation tab. Select an investigation to see all associated datum you have discovered. You may then select a datum to see the specific information you have gathered so far. Good to know. Let's crack that open, just to see what they're talking about. I see. Got a little menu. I don't think I ever did this. I just kind of intuitioned my way through the first hour. We'll be a little more thorough now that this is the real playthrough. But yeah, man, this whole initial area screams like, I don't know, like Silent Hill Homecoming. Follow the chimes. The amount of things you can kind of do were very limited until you get like your weapon and encounter the first combat. So I am just gonna kind of railroad this process a little bit, but we will be exploring to the limits of my personal satisfaction for this playthrough. We might not do everything. This isn't a 100% playthrough. I never really aim to do 100% playthroughs. I just do whatever I find personally interesting. So if there is a puzzle or a thing to go back and do later that I just need to have that itch scratched of what is it and what is it going to give me, then we'll do it. If not, probably just skip it. You're not looking too good, buddy.
You found me. Epsilon 12, right? I can't see shit. I have blood in my eyes. You must have honed in on my distress beacon.
God, he looks messed up.
Who are you? I'm Sifo 451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC and got jumped. I'm not sure how I got here. All I remember is hearing that door shutting behind me. I must have triggered something. We need the key to the APC. We need to get the fuck out of here.
So something that I've been trying to get better at in games that have strong narratives and strong voice acting, look at the character and try not to just read the subtitles. I'm really big on reading subtitles, but in games like this, I try really hard to look at the character and like look at their face and just get in words, get absorbed by the performance. It helps a lot for me.
Who has the APC key?
The sergeant has the key. He's inside with the team. The Sarge is easy to spot. He's the one with a dark red poncho. Shit. I'm hurt pretty bad. Guy needs to stop the bleeding. Look, we have a med kit in the camp we set up in the woods west of here. We marked the trees to make it easier to navigate. Bring me the med kit, and I'll give you what you need to open the door.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. Sorry about that. You dummies won't ever find where I hid the key. You're all too stupid. Arlo can't even read. Four Eyes Gus is probably too blind to see the red boulder. And Addie's too small to climb all the way up the hill. So this is our first puzzle. Equipable items. Some items related to investigations or exploration can be equipped in your loadout for easy access. Once equipped, it can be activated by using hotkeys in the same way as consumable items. Let's try to do that. Loadout, usable items. The Cadell treasure hint. If I just cycle through my items right here, you'll be able to see that. Yes, you can. Hit down on the D-pad, pops it back up. I assume that this is like there's a puzzle that you need to constantly keep bringing the hint up. That's good. All right. Don't want to drop down there, not just yet. This is where we came from. Okay, get our bearings. It's very important. I spent a lot of time being lost in just this section. Have to use like landmarks and stuff. Like there's the truck, which I like. I like this feeling. It really does feel like you're just kind of exploring. He also doesn't like little ledges like that. He gets real messed up by them. So we're hearing the wind chimes again. That makes me believe that we can go further up to the left here. A bronze bell marred with scorch marks, a natural abrasion. Oh. I cannot read it. I don't speak alien. This way is blocked by trees. Dropped down from there. It's always left. But because it's always left, it's always right. Because eventually you run out of left. And you have to go right. So, we always follow the always left rule. We'll always end up right where we need to be. Seems that little drop down took us to that area. So I think we just need to go further up. Follow the chimes to get back to where we were. There's the tractor. There's the little cliff that overlooked the tractor. Okay, we're getting our bearings. Of course, we get too lost, too turned around. The power of editing will save us. But this is a nice way to showcase how, like, this is how much guidance you get. The guy's like, hey, our camp is over yonder. That's all you got. Let's try to go further up the slope. Seems like there's some more distance to be covered. I believe there's a compass. So when characters say things like it's to the south of here, to the west of here, you can at least know where that is. It's enough, right? It's enough for a human who's willing to just take more than 30 seconds to think about something to figure out what to do. Yes, you might get lost. Yes, it might be frustrating. But you will find what you're looking for. Even if you blockheads find the key, I bet you'll never find the treasure chest. The blue paint is harder to see than the red. All right. Thanks for the clue, kid. You're making this too easy for me. It's always left, just remember. Whenever there's a choice, it's always left. And when you run out of left, therefore it's right. Therefore it's always left. You'll get it. We did this a lot in our Deltarune playthrough. And it always got us right where we needed to be. Don't deviate. Trust the plan. Okay, we're not out of left yet. There's more left to be had. And hey, look at that. Took us right where we needed to be. Small rusted metallic key. And I have to thank Deltarune. We did a lot of reading for Deltarune. I feel like my Let's Play powers have leveled up a little bit in the narration department. Knowing the pacing of how to read, not going too fast or reading. I mean, like, reading too fast is actually a problem that I have. I didn't even know that I had it for, you know, verbally speaking what I was reading. My brain was going so fast that I was like skipping words, tripping up, and it was a whole thing. It was terrible. But I've learned to just slow down. That's all. The only problem was just that in my mind I was reading too fast. The mouth can't possibly keep up with the speed of the brain. Oh, and would you look at that? Kept going left. We're right where we need to be. Unlock it. With our ghost powers. Behold the magnificent treasure of the Cadell family. Belonged to our great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. P.S. Don't break it. You nitwits. Hey, I appreciate that. And it is indeed gear. That, the equip menu is very reminiscent of, like, Fallout feeling. So yes, again, we have done this area. So it didn't take me quite as long as the first time. I won't admit how long the first time took me, but I had fun doing it. It was fun just kind of like roaming around, like looking at the woods. But it also teaches you that while the game is open-ended, it's not so open-ended that you're going to be lost for hours and hours being like, what do I do? Where do I go? Because chances are, if you can't figure out what to do with something, then you just come back later. You're usually missing something. An advanced medical kit found at the OMSIF base camp in Senedra Forest? Senedra? I think someone has said it before, and I forgot how they pronounced it. And then there's a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about medkits. Glass vial filled with an unknown substance. Those are always fun. Survey report. OMSIF Epsilon 11, January 19th, 1993. Subject, anomaly, imprint. Hashtag 0016. Estimate time since anomaly collapse, 1,056 years, based on resonant topology signature. Coincides with fifth cycle harmonics. Action taken. Following items forwarded to facility ZC02 for further analysis. Complete imaging profile of site. Concentric pattern core samples extracted around anomaly locus. Proximate flora samples. Did you guys get any of that? I got about like 40%. About whatever that was. Anyway, we've got what we need, and we've solved the little doodad puzzle. Let's head on back. The ambience, dude, that rolling thunder in the background. Sheesh. It's been a while since a game like this has... Again, it gives me like Alan Wake vibes, Silent Hill vibes. Games that really folk on like the dark side of ambience. Like, you've got like this screeching elk echoing. Who knew that could be harrowing? Hey! You're still doing great, I think. So let's trade with him. Let's give him what he wants.
Oh, good. You got the medkit. Okay, see that ladder over there? Climb it to the top. Take this. You'll need it to open the door. You'll figure it out.
An old, dilapidated mechanism meant to open the door to the ruins in Sinedra Forest. Given to me by a wounded OMSIF agent, without any further instruction. That's because he's the puzzle master. And if he told me how to solve the puzzle, well, he wouldn't be a very good puzzle master now, would he? He already kind of botched his job up by getting injured, so give him a break. We'll figure it out. I can't read Alien. At least not yet. Spoilers. Okay. Put the key in with my ghost telepathy powers. Okay. We've got 3 things that we can rotate. Do some wandering. This is how most of the puzzles go, right? You just have to stop and be like, okay, I don't know what to do with these. So let's look around. And hey, look. Go around the corner and bam. But oh shit. There's a 3rd part to that puzzle that I don't... Okay, we've got like weird fire looking thing, weird eyeball looking thing, fire eyeball shape association. And it looked like there was a part of it that was missing on that wall. Look, it fell off, fell behind. So cool. Very simple, but so cool. Fire eye pickaxe. What we're looking for. Now, I won't tell you how I solved it the first time. Because there was only 3 sides to it. I was just like, okay, we got fire eyeball, and I'll just keep spinning this one until the puzzle works. Multiple ways to solve it. I like that. Brute forcing. A style I lean into sometimes when it comes to puzzle solving. Down the ladder. You're gonna be fine. I'm gonna come back and you're actually gonna be fine. Actually, don't remember. We're getting close to where I stopped playing. We did like a couple combats after we unlocked combat, and then I was like, all right, I've seen enough. Reviews be damned about the combat. I think it's good enough. Yep, we know how save points work. Upon defeat, your progress will be preserved. So if you kill, for example, there's like, I think like a pack of like 3 enemies, and if like you kill 2 of them and you die, and you come back, there will only be 1 enemy left, and the enemies don't respawn. Which is why I feel like, holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna cut through the fluff of this and just kind of read the stuff that's interesting. Preliminary dust analysis determines site has been completely sealed since at least 937 AD, coinciding with the height of 5th Limbic invasion. Actions taken. Successfully unlocked door mechanism to gain entry into site. Preliminary exploration and securing of first chambers. Collection and catalog of items. Installation of base camp equipment. Following items forwarded to facility, yada yada. Dust samples from each chamber, drone image sweeping of each chamber, 4x iron tools for historical analysis, iron shackles for historical analysis, 5 times, we found some teeth. We're gonna check it for DNA. Unsealed doorway in the morning of January 23rd, auditory clues reveal possible entity presence. Exercise extreme caution as entity contact likely. Set up contingency evacuation plan. So they found something that didn't sound quite friendly. Checks out. Checks out a lot, actually.
Hey, you okay? Hey!
Is he seeing what I'm seeing?
Fuck.
They're so cool. Also, when I first played through this, I had the volume at 100%, and when this thing screams, it exploded my eardrums. That right there, I like almost went deaf. I swear to God. It's a very good cutscene. Cool. Surprisingly great choreography for me. Forgot about number 2. Damn. That has to be one of the most accurate timed kills for getting stabbed through your sternum that I've ever seen in a video game. Usually injuries like that, they get to like dramatically talk to you for like 2 minutes after, but she went down. Not that I know. I've just always thought it's funny when like someone has like a gaping hole through their chest that they're able to like have a 5-minute conversation and then calmly answer all of your questions that you have. And I'm like, isn't there like a bowling ball sized hole in your sternum? Okay. So the combat, simple, but familiar. Got our little poncho, little sword. Music is good. And again, not really told what to do. You just do the only things left to do. Like, okay, well, can't go forward. Let's turn on the flashlight. Ooh, look at that lighting, man. Okay. First, the sinners are brought to the tower. Okay? Remember that. Tower. Basic medkit. We have to go into our inventory to equip it. Let's go ahead. Got 5 of them. Oh, hello. Our incoming attack, a 1. There's also parrying in this game. And finally, the sinners will fall into the fires of hell. So we have fires third, tower first. Endurance system. Now this is cool. I like this. The endurance system combines 2 vital stats. health and stamina and is represented by the green bar at the top of the screen. Maximum health is equal to your total endurance. Maximum stamina is equal to your total health. You lose both at the same time, essentially. As you receive hits from your enemies, your health will decrease in turn. This lowers the maximum stamina available for actions. Stamina will regenerate automatically up to your current health level. However, health does not regenerate automatically. Use all of our health, we're dead! Simple stuff. Then they will endure the climb through the twin-headed serpent. So we have Tower Serpent Fire. It said something like lastly or last or whatever. I actually got it wrong the first time we did this. So once we are, I'll let you guys know, we're getting close to it. But once we're out of this like tomb, that's when I stopped. Because I felt like that was sufficient experience to know if I would like the game. So, Tower. Serpent. Fire. Very cool. Now let me out. I don't deserve to be here. Deserve to be free. Once swallowed into the depths of the twin-headed serpent tear, the wretched Sabinian vermin shall be excreted unto the flaying pits of the accursed Himalora fields. Himalera? Himalera, not Himalora. Gotta love pronouncing fantasy places and names for the first time. There's rolling. Got a nice little roll and or sidestep. Checking for resources. Resources, very important. There's a mechanic that I think I'm forgetting. Teaches us, I think it teaches us what it is here pretty soon, but there's an interesting sort of health recovery mechanic that doesn't require using consumables that I think is quite good. Very reminiscent of Neo and its key pulse system. It actually restores your health, which is crazy. I'm filled with glee as they enter row after row, shackled in bondage of their own making. Asterian, Jehenian, filthy cattle. Their stench is unbearable. How I wish my duty would take me to the spire, to hear their cries, to revel in their laments as they finally grasp the errors of their ways. It was a terrible R roll. I'm very sorry. I went for it. Alas, my charge lies here. My queen requires it. Sethirus requires it. I am to shepherd the sinners as they await their final judgment at the spire. Very old prison guard paper. Seems to be very into his job. Love hearing the like monster noises off in the distance. Cool. Gain limbic energy when wielded. Go ahead and add it. Don't really know what limbic energy is. At least not yet. Ladder to climb, but we're not done on this floor. Hello? Housekeeping? No? Okay. Well, it's always left. And look where this ladder is. Perfect. And everywhere. Thank you. Oh, hello. Jesus. Yeah, these guys are a bunch of chumps, for sure. But I like it. I like the slow trickle into a combat system is so important in games that have combat. You don't want to take too long. People get bored. You don't want to make it too hard initially, or people lose interest. Let's actually look at what we got. So this gives us damage absorption, endurance bonus, and stamina cost reduction by 40%. That's pretty freaking good. Damage absorption, endurance bonus, protection bonus, and lingering duration. Remaining undamaged will reduce the damage you take. Limbic power. I see. So not getting hit will reduce the amount of damage we take. Very cool. Let's open that. Save. Oh, dude, the lighting. How that guy just sort of like emerged. Like, look. Ooh. That's chilling. You successfully hit an enemy, faint particles appear around you. And these particles coalesce into a solid ring, and the bar in the HUD flashes white. You can activate the healing pulse ability. It's R1 for the healing pulse. This ability will consume the particles and restore a health equal to a percentage of the damage dealt by the hit that triggered the particles. The particles will disappear if you wait too long or if you take damage. Particles can be accumulated exponentially over multiple successive hits, greatly increasing the amount of health received by healing pulse. Ooh. There's a lot of hit stun on our end. We can actually can feel the weight of hitting enemies. It's light. It's not the most visceral thing I've ever felt in my life, but the fact that we can kind of stagger and interrupt some of the smaller enemies and just kind of bully them, it feels pretty good. So we have charge attacks, holding triangle. Do that healing pulse. It's very lenient, the timing for it. You can tell that they want you to use it because it's not like so difficult that you are scared to try it. And the combat isn't like so frantic that you forget to try it. The distract ability. Facing two enemies who fight in tandem can be challenging. In these situations, using your drone's distract ability can be helpful. Your drone can be commanded to distract the enemy you are currently locked onto. It will fly towards the enemy and begin distracting it, preventing it from attacking you for a time. Cool. The distraction will continue until the duration of the ability has run its course. You activate the ability again to recall the drone, or you attack the distracted enemy. When the distract ability ends for any reason, the drone will return to your side and the distract ability will enter a cooldown period during which it cannot be used again. Nice. We got abilities. You get distracted. Oh, we got slapped. And then while it's distracted, take charge. Nice. Feels good. It's not super fast-paced. There's not a lot of, button spamming, combos, or whatever. But it feels appropriate for the game. The axis. To equip a second weapon with the data pad. Yes. Okay. Then we swap somehow. L2 up on the D-pad. I like the axes. And there is chip damage from blocking. So in order to take no chip damage, I believe you do have to land a parry. Again, which is good because that forces you to keep interacting with the healing pulse. Okay, we've got two things that we don't quite have yet. We have a sun symbol, like a wreath type symbol. Oh. I think I've been pretty thorough exploring through here. If not, I want to know what's behind that door. Some attacks can be parried by using the guard action at the right moment, just as the enemy changes color. A successful parry will negate damage and remove some of the enemy's stance. So it's actually they change color. When a parry depletes all of an enemy's stance, it can riposte. Let's practice it. See if they actually does it. Okay. Okay, so you can't parry the normal attacks. I see. It's only the red ones. Oh, and looks like we can healing pulse after landing a parry. Let no Sabinian captive cross the threshold of the Gaul of the jail, clad in so much as a thread. All must be stripped bare, as befits the despicable and the condemned. You must be naked to be in jail, according to them. Okay. Carry on. 2 enemies. Drone. So it's better just to probably do dodge. Oh, I should have gotten a charge off. Cut him up. Oh, get the healing pulse. Nice. Again, very lenient. But if it was quick, I literally just would have forgot to do it. Okay, 2 enemies. We don't have our drone up. Let's distract you. Slice ice. Healing pulse. While it's distracted, full charge. Very good. Okay, we have... That looks like the wreath. So we have the wreath piece. Whoa, new enemy type. Now, it was about a week ago when I did my little test playthrough. I was trying to get the next game lined up as we were finishing our Delta Room playthrough. Nice, good parry. Propose. Kill. Very nice. So the attacks where they change color are the ones that we can actually parry. I'll keep trying to parry normal attacks. I feel like you can. I feel like I remember doing that. But it does seem like the timing for parrying them is just right as they change color, which is nice. Let no prisoner be led beyond these walls unbound. From neck to ankle they must be shackled, that none may stride unburdened in the tower's shadow. Okay, well, they really don't like their prisoners. I pulled that with my telekinetic ghost powers. Dear Marco, how you been, brother? The unit's been pushed... Sorry. Sorry. I tried to read the actual... God, I can't do that. How you been, brother? I don't even know why I tried. How you been, brother? The unit's been camping out in Sinedra after our big push. Cold as hell, let me tell you. Feels good to get some rest. Even if I'll likely lose a toe to frostbite out here. Hell, I got 9 more, right? Gotta tell you something, Marco. We found something while digging in the trenches. A big old door, sealed shut, proper old. The captain ordered us to pry it open, and that just don't sit right with me. There are laws against this kind of thing. Remember how Grandpa gave us hell when we tried climbing that old wall near the lake? We aren't supposed to be disturbing heritage sites, even during a war. Captain's lost his damn mind. Can't wait to hear from you. Your bro, Martin. I think Martin was on to something. Okay, drone cooldown 90 seconds. Cool. Subject, multiple suspected SSE, Sinedra region, southern Umbrahan. Objective, standard protocol Alpha, locate and contain reported anomalies, investigate origin and evolution of sites, collect and catalog relevant materials. And there's the key to my whip. Interesting. Special requisition order follow-up. Secure storage access code blank blank 301. Team-led authorization only for use in extreme circumstances in which team mission success is jeopardized. Okay. And this is where we got caught up to. This is, you know, kind of where I was like, I like looked up, we were in the trenches, got the APC key, and I was like, all right, I think this is the one. I think this is the next game that we play. So, thank you all for watching. I hope this is just enough of a little teaser to see if you were interested in a thing like that. But believe me, I have a feeling that this game will be a great experience. So, stay tuned. Catch you on the next one. And I hope you have a great tomorrow. great day after that. A great hike. If you ever go on a hike, I hope it's great. I hope whatever you try for the first time is great. And if it's not, keep doing it for at least a month, and maybe it'll turn great. And if it's not for you, then that's great. You have one less thing to worry about thinking about if you like it or not. So, with that, goodbye.